She's being a shit. And it's a night live, so I'm allowed to say that. And I also lost the box that I usually put this thing on, so I wonder. How are you, my loves? It has been, yes, Mandy Pants. Say, I wanted to be here to see that she misses y'all too. Do you miss this old tribe? Do you miss this old tribe? It has been a couple of weeks. It's been, whoa, looking at stuff that, I'm always talking about looking at the ugly. Whoa. I don't know how I would do it without her. I just don't. Who do we have here? Can we see? I can't see. Oh, I have glasses. Hang on. I have glasses, y'all. Stay. So, when I went to visit my mother, she found my old, what we call BCGs in the Army. Yes, they're my glasses. They're my glasses. Calm down. I don't want you to smudge them up again. I just cleaned them off. And we call them BCGs because they're called birth control glasses. Yeah. They're not very attractive. They help you keep it straight, apparently. But I can see now. Hold up. Hold up. Who do we got here? Mandy, seriously. Hey, homie. You're going to have to chill. Okay. Now look at the jewel on my arm right now. Seriously? Can you go up here? Go lay down. Come on. Up. Go lay down. Okay. Let's try it again. Up. Lay down. Come on, big girl. Don't act like you're 800. You're only 10 months old. Okay. Glasses. Oh, they're glaring though. It's hard to see. Okay, let's try. Okay, I'm still in your face though, right? Who do we got going on? I know she is a sweet baby. Hi, Robin. Janie, Muse, my darling. I've missed all of you so much, and I feel so bad because I feel responsible for keeping you apart. Suzanne Hopkins, Heather Pooler, Kristen, Luna's sister, Heidi, Banana Candy, Jody Christensen, Muse, sister. Can I just tell you, I am so addicted to that song by LP, Lost on You, but I'm addicted to the version that you sing with her. So all the way, I was on a 3-hour drive down to Dallas, and I listened to it like a third of the way, so at least an hour of it. I listened to you and LP singing, and it's just so moving. If y'all have not listened to that song, go to Muse, go Turk, go to her channel and check her and LP singing. LP is amazing professional singer, and Muse has been on, I'm talking like the Turkey's version of American Idol and things like that. I mean, she's so amazing. But she's going through some health issues with fibromyalgia, so everybody pray for her so that she can get her voice back and get out there and, well, more get her body back and make sure this shell is supporting what her soul is meant to do. It reminds me very much of what is that movie? Don't Cry for Me, Argentina, the one that Madonna played in. At the end of it, she says, this shell is too weak for a heart that's so strong. I don't know. It reminded me a lot of that, and I cried on the way there. You have a beautiful voice, darling. You hot? Yeah, I know. I turned the AC off. It's too hot. Okay. 09LM, my darling. Hello. Hyundai Gardner. Heidi, Jules, Amy, hello, my darling sister. Oh, so happy to see all of you. Kelly, beautiful. Okay. So, a lot channeling in. I feel like I should keep these on so I can see, but, really, you guys know how it works. If I see what you're saying, most of the time, Spirit will guide me there if I need to look, but most of the time it's better if I don't see. while I'm channeling, I like to make sure that my ego is not involved. And when I'm constantly reading your comments, that's not going to happen. I will be looking down or looking up occasionally, but sometimes I feel like my eyesight or lack thereof is a gift. Otherwise, I would constantly be reading your comments. I don't know how else I would do otherwise. I'm a Virgo. So, everybody take a deep breath through their belly. This is a night live. I want to say this is a night live. This is for grown-ups, okay? This is for grown-ups. I'm going to cuss in this video. It will be demonetized, so anyone who wants to give donations along the way, feel free. That does not mean I'm going to pull cards for you necessarily, okay? I might get there towards the end, but we'll see. It's going to be a lot of channeling tonight. 3 songs we're channeling in, which is a lot for me. I pulled them all up in hopes that I'll be able to remember the tune as they come along. Hello. I'll be able to remember the tune as they come along, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to have to change this to like that. Okay. Thank you, Amy. You always make me feel okay with being authentic. I don't know how she does it, but she's so, I guess, you know what it is? Authenticity inspires authenticity. When you come across a sister or a brother who is authentic, it inspires you to do so. Right? I have done so much throat chakra clearing this year that I swear I have a scar on my throat chakra. Like, right? Y'all remember I kept getting that weird pimple right here? I swear I still feel a scar from it right there. It's so weird. Intense throat chakra healing. So a lot of what's coming up right now, I want you to think about some of the astrology this month. On the full moon, we had a lunar eclipse on the 5th, 6th, depending on where you live, right? And on the new moon, on the 21st, 22nd, depending on where you live, will be a solar eclipse. 2 eclipses in 1 month. Yet, what's so interesting is having the full moon being a lunar eclipse on the 5th, right? And we are dead smack in the middle of it. We're dead smack in the middle of it, right? Next week, we're going to have the solar eclipse, right? And this is going to be the wake up, right? Christine, my sister, my farm had a good wheat crop. I can't think of anybody I'd rather share it with. Missed you. Sister, I miss you so much too. I miss you so much too. Can't wait to see you in human form. And we do need to get together and connect. Thank you so much. So, being in between this right now, that's how I feel. I feel a little bit drained, right? This past week has been very draining for me. Past 2 weeks. Well, it has accumulated, right? It has accumulated, and it feels like it's been longer, but really the past few days to a week have been extremely, since the full moon, a lot of release. It feels kind of like when you're getting a tooth pulled. It's extremely painful. And even if you are numbed, you can feel them wiggling it around, moving it around. And have you ever had wisdom teeth pulled? The dentist actually sweats and they're working over you. If you weren't put out, I was awake during my dental oral surgery. I had emergency dental surgery and they did not put me out. I'm not sure if that's a military thing or what, but they did not put me out. And I was awake during the whole thing. And I remember him over me with his arm on my chest and his legs over my legs. And he was literally like pulling and sweating. And I remember his sweat dripping on me. And I remember the crunching as he broke them apart to pull them out because they were impacted. They were still under the skin. It was not fun. No, it wasn't fun. But at the same time, that's kind of how I feel right now. I feel like there's so much under the surface. That's what a tower moment is. They have to break it up. They have to break it up, tear it down, make you look at it. Now, I will say my dentist did not make me look at it. He went to great lengths so I wouldn't have to see it, but I still saw it. Are you looking at it? I titled my channel Eternal Transformations for a reason. I knew immediately that's what I would call it. I had no doubt. I had no wonderings. I was sitting there with my mother. In fact, we were sitting in these two chairs when I decided. I'm looking at these two chairs. I was sitting on this one, on the left one, and she was sitting on the right one. And I said, what do you think I should call my channel? And I'd barely gotten through that sentence. And she put her head up and I said, Eternal Transformations. She said, that's it. There was no, we didn't go through names. We didn't try to pick. It was just put into my head. That's what I'm here to teach. But it's also what I'm here to go through with you. And when I say I'm going through it with you, I really mean it. That's why if you looked at my community tab, I said, I'm going through a pretty intense depression right now. And that's okay. It's when it's not okay that you start getting truly depressed, right? Whenever we overuse the word depression, I should have said something like I'm going through release, right? I'm going through some inner work. I'm looking at some things that I don't like. I saw my son for the first time in a year. That's the longest I can remember going without seeing him. It was really hard. And he had a hard time with his dad, but he learned so much about himself. He is so self-realized. I'm so proud of him. But leaving him, he's going back to Houston he's going to stay with my mother because he knows people there and he's finishing his senior year. And leaving him and coming back up here to take care of my uncle felt so unnatural. I'm his mother. I should be taking care of him. He's about to be 18 in 2 months. But your baby never changes, right? I don't know why I'm not the right person for him right now. But I am the person he calls all the time. I am the person that's there for him when he needs to talk. I am the person that when things are really bad, he calls. And that's wonderful. Give me a moment. My uncle's TV is loud and it may not be for you guys, but it's distracting me. Can you turn that down? Thank you. So, with that being said, I just wanted you to understand a little bit of where I was and kind of, what I was working through. It made me look at a lot of me as a mother. It made me look at my mother, my father. And that's what we are all working through right now. Ancestral ties. Where you come from is not who you are. It is simply there to help mold where you're going, if you choose so. You are the ultimate tiller of your path. Do you realize that? And how much power you have? I'm going to shake up the energy and pull some cards. For those of you new to my channel, there will be a story to this for you because you are in the soul tribe. But there will be one that will speak to you more than the others. Pay special attention there. We will clarify these after. Tonight will be I think the Starseed Tarot, because we have a lot of people who are not from here. A lot of star brothers and sisters. I've never seen this card. And for that one card, I just want you to pay, it's kind of a pick a card reading, but I also want you to pay special attention to the story being told. Because there will be more than just that one card for you. So don't get tunnel vision, okay? Everybody take a deep breath. Through the belly, like a baby. Imagine a baby laying on its back. And that belly going up and down. Up and down. Not through the chest. Let that belly hang out. Let it hang out. All right, I'm going to sing a little bit of each of the songs that we're channeling in. I can't sing them all because there were 3. I've never had 3 channel in. Everybody, let me know what you're drinking tonight. I'm drinking beer, Corona. I'm feeling some wine out there already. Any whiskey? It's a nightlife. It's a nightlife. It's a nightlife. This is not about the singing. I don't want to be a professional. Ooh, White Claw. Okay. I don't want to be a professional singer, so please don't hate on me for my singing. It's just about the words, really. I'm a lyrics person. But I'm going to do my best. White Claw is so good. I love it. I love it. It makes me very tired, though. Like, I can only have 2, and I'm snoring. Ice cream. I love it. Sounds like my mom. Hibiscus tea. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Strawberry tequila. Never heard of it. Sounds amazing. Okay. I don't know if any of you have ever seen Breakfast at Tiffany's. Not the 90s song, but seen the movie. Moon, river, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heart breaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters out to see the world. There's such a lovely world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Thank you so much, Heidi. Jump in. I'll read them all at the end, don't worry. Now, listen up. There are 3. And I'm telling you guys, I felt ancestral ties here. Tell me if you felt the same thing. Parents, okay? We have to heal this. It is time to heal parental wounds now. There is no more time. We have to heal it now. Parental wounds. I'm a parent and I have parental wounds with my son and my mother, but at the same time, we never stop working on them, eternally transforming. Be honest. All right. This one is by Jewel. Amy, my lovely, darling sister, thank you so much. This one is by Jewel. It's called Foolish Games. I'm going to pull, well, 1 or 2 more of these. They're still buzzing. I always know because they stop buzzing whenever I put them down. And these will be the head cards. And after that, we're going to pull clarifiers. With your giant bone, you need to lay down. Y'all, look at her giant bone. She's like, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Do you see her? You can move, homie. You just have to like be cool with your bone. That's not going to be cool, but we'll try. Maybe you'll be like my beatbox in the background, right? All right. I want you to think about healing here. Okay, this song reminds me of my father. He's passed away, but he was always very... You took your coat off, stood in the rain. You're always crazy like that. I watched from my window. Always felt I was outside, looking in on you. Always mysterious one with dark eyes and careless hair. You were fashionably sensitive, but too cool to care. Stood in my doorway with nothing to say, besides some comments on the weather. Well, in case you failed to notice, in case you failed to see, this is my heart bleeding before you. This is me down on my knees. And these foolish games are tearing me apart. And you, Mandy, I'm going to take it away. I know you want to play with your bone, but you can't right now. You can wait. Thought this words are breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. Ooh, that's looking good. Called. Oh, what's next? You're always brilliant in the morning. Smoking your cigarettes and talking over coffee. Your philosophies. What is it? On earth, but rope moved you. You love Mozart. Wow. And you speak of your loved ones as I clumsily strum my guitar. She's like, I'll just go over here. Well, excuse me, but I've mistaken you for somebody else. Somebody who gave a damn. Somebody more like myself. These. Mandy, it's not gonna work, babe. It's killing me. Foolish games are tearing me. You're tearing me. You're tearing me apart. And you thoughtless words are breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. All right, next song and last song and last two cards. Jump in. Thank you so much for the donations, my brothers and sisters. You have no idea what you do for me. You really have no idea. Jump in. These are so off, like so different. Disarm you with a smile and cut you like you want me to cut that little child inside of me, and such a part of you. Oh, years burn. Oh, years burn, burn. I used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes. What I do is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? A killer in me is a killer in you, my love. Send a smile over you. Think about that. Think about what he said there. I'm going to sing one more chorus, but listen to the chorus again. Disarm you with a smile and leave you like they left me here to wither in denial. The bitterness of one who's left alone. Oh, years burn. Oh, years burn. They burn. Listen closely. I used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes. What I do is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? The killer in me is a killer in you, my love. I send a smile over you. Notice how he ends that. He's very clearly talking about his parents there, right? Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins. A lot of people say this is about abortion. This is not true. He was interviewed about this, and he very clearly said this was about the shaky relationship he had with his parents. Disarm you with a smile and leave you like they left me here. I'm sorry, that was one before. I used to be a little boy or girl, so old in my shoes. And what I choose is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do but follow his heart? The killer in me is a killer in you. I am exactly the nature versus the nurture, right? What you made me to do. Yet, right before that, he talks about what's a boy supposed to do? The killer in me is a killer in you. So he's not only saying, I am who I am, but you raised me to be a certain way, right? What do you choose? You have to incorporate these things to make the magic of who you are. You are not here to simply be what you already were. You are here to develop what you already were. You are here to make it more powerful, better, bigger. There is more to you. And the only way to do that is through pain. Not the only way, but one of the fastest growth methods is through pain. Can you take it? I know it's hard. But the next method, the next step to this method is realizing that what has been done to you has not been done to you, but for you. I'm trying to explain this in detail because I want you to see where to dig up the roots. There is a root ball within you. How many of you garden out there? How many of you have pulled a plant out that has been in that pot for so long that the roots are all you can see? You don't see soil, you see roots grown all around. That is what some of your souls are like. And it is time to spray that root ball off with water, loosen it up, find out where the center is. Do you know? I don't. I'm trying to find it though. And it's okay not to know. It really is. The killer in me is a killer in you. My love. I send a smile over you. Notice how he ends the song. I send a smile over you. There's not a parent in this world that has not caused trauma to their child, because what we call trauma is truly actually growth. Mandy, I don't know how you got that. Well, I do. She's very tall, but she got it. Honey, you have just had, y'all, please do not feel sorry for her, okay? She just finished a T-bone steak bone, like literally with the fat on it. Do not feel sorry for her. She's like in a crack frenzy right now where she just wants to chew on bone marrow, I guess. She's not hungry. She's got food. She had just had a T-bone steak bone. This is like just her regular shin bone. It looks like a shin. I'm not sure if it is, but that's what it looks like to me. But it's very loud because we have hardwood floors, darling, in this very small house. And she's not more than a farts whisper away from me at any given time. So, I felt that song very much, as well as the one before it, if you listen to Foolish Games. And then Moon River, right? Now we're going to read the last card. Star Bathing. Let's go ahead and pull a few. Y'all have a song to channel in? It's not necessarily one song per one, but I don't know why they asked me to put this ring on, but I'm going to do it. I have it sitting there. It's probably just so I don't lose it. It was my grandmother's. Okay. I told you, they're all very different. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a bowl of butter. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? Don't tell me not to live, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum, boom, 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 boom. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. Guess I didn't fake it, hat, sir. Guess I didn't make it. Whether you're the cherry of pure perfection or the freckle on the nose of life's perfection. Who told you allowed to rain on my parade? Don't tell me not to live, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum, boom, 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 boom. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. Guess I didn't make it, hat, sir. At least I didn't fake it. Woo, 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 woo. Who is ready for that? Who is ready for that? Who is ready to beat your damn drum? Who is ready to beat your drum? Thank you for ending it that way. Woo, Lord. That was some weird channeling, but we'll take it. It's because it's been a minute. There's 2 eclipses this month. It's been a minute. Good evening, Pocahontas. Okay, let's get to it, you guys. Let's get to it. Woo, we got some gold. We got some green. Woo, we got some transformation. Woo, Lordy mercy. And we got some awakening. All right, you guys ready? The Lost Lands. I've never read this one. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. The Lost Lands. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Do you know how powerful you are? Moon, river, wider than the mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Woo! Let's read it. Lost Lands. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancient to survive as a species. You are being called upon, if you drew this card, to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've already done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hints at the ideas that you are receiving that are divinely guided. Perhaps you have been preparing for this time and you don't even realize it. Trust your intuition before it makes sense, my friends. Trust your intuition before it makes sense. Before it makes sense. Do you think this girl cares? No, she's following her heart. If they put a desire in your heart, oh, how dare you not chase it? That is the one thing you are given on this earth, a desire in your heart. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these. Are you not chasing this, my darlings? Are you not jumping for joy? I'm not saying life will never be hard, but are you not jumping for joy most of the time? For you should be. Look at this. Does it get any? Look at them. All of them, arms held out. This is unbelievable. Look at the gold. Look at the shimmering. Stunning. The sun is upon you, my friends. You've done this before. And what they mean by that, you are certainly being very twisty-turny. What they mean by this, when they say you've been here before, the one guidance that they can give you on this planet, the one thing that can tell you you are on the right path, is this feeling. That feeling when you're like, oh yes, this is it. Oh yes, this is my path. When you know, they give you desire in your heart. When you chase after something you want, and I don't mean sex, drugs, money. I'm talking about what brings your heart joy, what makes your cup overfloweth. They send you these feelings of when you get it, so that you know to keep following that path. Do you understand? That you are creating your own world, and that you, my love, my love, my love, have been here before. You are the creator. You have been here before. You are very old. You are very cyclic, and you can do this. Not only are you the creator of your world, but ours, of Gaia. Whoever drew this card is a very old soul, very powerful, and they are telling you that when you feel like this is your sign to keep going. When you feel bogged down, disconnected, we will all have these cycles. They are simply asking you to look at something so you can move forward into a higher state of this, into a higher state of this. Because believe me, if you think you've reached the highest, it still gets higher. Pure love is bliss. Eternal bliss is yours if you want it. That was Lost Lands. Okay. The called soul gifts and training. It is time to step up. Told you guys it's going to tell a story. Soul gifts and training. It is time to step up. What was this one? You took your coat off and stood in the rain. Always crazy like that. Right? It's time to step up and look at the first two cards that came out. Holy cannoli. The King of Wands. Yes, sir. Wrestle. I know it. Yes. This is someone who is confident and passionate, who is past their impulsive moves and understands that they are the magic. Look how she holds the magic in her hands. Her own happiness in her own hands, holds her wand of passion up with the black cat at her feet, for she is magical. You are supported. Fully supported. You don't have to worry, and you know that. Step it up. Can you imagine two people stepping it up more than this? It's okay, and in fact expected, to make a sacrifice for a great mission here on this earth. For your enlightenment, you must change your perspective. And how many of you out there, me and Gina talked about this today in our reading. How many of you have said, once I'm awake, I can't go back to sleep. Once my eyes are open, I cannot go back to sleep. For my perspective on the world has changed completely. It's very hard to go back to sleep after you see the world in such a way. For your third eye has truly opened. Step it up. You've asked, I'm hearing you've asked to see beyond the veil for some of you, yet you are not making the sacrifice to act upon it and change the world. You don't get the goods of this world. Do not become so spiritually fit that you are of no earthly value. Step it up. Do something with your spirituality. They aren't going to keep feeding you this beautiful spirituality. this beautiful connection to the other side, this beautiful beyond the veil view. If you don't open your eyes, look how she sees you through her lids. If you don't open your eyes and start doing something with it, they feed you this beautiful gift so that you will step it up and change the world. Right? Step it up. Let's read it. Called. You've been called. If you asked to see beyond the veil, if you've asked for this gift, you are expected to use it. That is the sacrifice. Don't worry. It's not a true sacrifice. It's one that you will be happy to do. But you'll have to get uncomfortable to do so. It won't be easy. Many of you have been called in this soul tribe. Many of you have asked. What are you going to do with it? Ask them. Don't worry. There's no time constraint, but there is a sacrifice required. They do want you to stand ahead. For whoever really felt this card, the called, you are expected to be teachers. Called. You came to Earth with a double mission. Look how that started. You came to Earth with a double mission. To grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. So you've done your growth. I told you guys it's going to tell a story. Told you. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you towards. To trust what it is your soul is calling you towards. For it is encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, and others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul has intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called towards a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you are facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. That this moment right here is destined. You have been called. If you are feeling underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step it up and leap and consider that perhaps your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. Perhaps. Are you ready? Doesn't matter. It's time, right? Doesn't matter. It's time. And it's not going to be easy. Stop thinking just because it's your destiny that it will be easy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging. It's going to sometimes feel like you're falling down constantly. I have been doing this channel for 1.5 years, but I know it's part of my destiny. I don't think it's my end. Eternal transformations, you guys. I just know I am going towards what I feel is right in my soul. Are you? And it's not easy. I have just broken 20,000 subscribers after 1.5 years. But I really believe in what I do. And I know that I will attract the right soul tribe. I don't want a bunch of people who have nothing to say of use on here. I want people who have some wisdom to share with me because I am growing with you. I want a soul tribe that's going to change this world, and I want to help you do it. I want to let you know you're not doing it alone. I want to let you know you're not the only one making a sacrifice. I want to let you know it's not easy, but damn it, it's worth it. You've been called. If you have been attracted to my channel, I don't do love readings. I may incorporate a little love, But I'm not saying love doesn't have something to do with it. What I'm saying is it is not even close to all of it. It is not even close to the end game. It's not even close to everything when it comes to romantic love. I'm saying, oh, you're so much more than you think you are. Perhaps, just imagine if you've been preparing for this for lifetimes. Some of you out there are going to change the world. I can feel it. I can feel it. Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Jump in. Andromedan energy, or is it Andromedan? Probably Andromedan, right? Andromedan, is it number 1 or number 2? Andromeda, don't do that. Don't do number 1, number 2. They'll get me for spamming. If you vote on anything, they get me for spamming. Jump in. Adventure, say yes to change. This one was disarm. All right, ears buzzing, Janie. Amy, I've learned to love your notifications. They come up at the right time. It's weird, I swear. I don't know if that's what you said, but yeah, I know, it's weird. You're kind of used to them on my channel. Okay. This one was disarm. I'm not going to sing. I'm just giving you like a hint of like what came up in the channeling for those of you new. This one was jump in. I used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes. What I choose is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? Killer in me is a killer in you, my love. Send a smile over you. And the healing, right? This is very much about, let's read it first. Let's read it first. That song we all know is about parental healing, but this card I don't think is. I've never read it. Very excited. So this one for me buzzed. But they all should tell a story for you on your path. Okay. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It is believed, y'all, am I saying it right? Is it Andromedan or Andromedan? Someone tell me. Andromedan or Andromedan? Or both wrong. I don't want to keep saying it wrong. You guys get quiet at the weirdest times. The second, Andromedan? Okay, cool. So, wait. I think I switched them up. Andromedan? Andromedan? Did I switch them up? Okay, now do it. Andromedan or Andromedan? This is so much fun. Andromedan. Okay, E. Thank you. Wait. Andromeda. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Andromeda, okay, is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It is believed that the Andromedan starseeds are a group of beings who love their freedom, very adaptable. They have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow. So this would very much go with children who had toxic childhoods. They have to learn to be chameleon-like, change and go with the flow. Okay? To find calm in the chaos. To swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you are being guided to jump in now. Do not wait for permission. Do not stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run jump, and jump right on in. Life bends for the courageous. Life bends for the courageous. And the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You are already facing in the right direction. The only thing left to do is leap, and you know it. They are calling you out, like the other one. Told you it's going to tell a story. You'll figure out the details as you go along. It is not up for you to plan, only to jump. The universe will handle the rest. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on earth rarely is. However, the rougher the sea, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory. And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability and find a way to be in the calm in the chaos. You did not come to earth to be passive. You came to earth to truly live. Now, take a good run and leap. You did not come to earth to be passive. You came here to live. Yes, it bends for the courageous. The universe, you guys, the universe falls in love with a stubborn heart. Do you realize that? The universe falls in love with a stubborn heart. Have you ever been fighting until you can't fight anymore and you feel like your knees are breaking and you literally are bent on one knee and you're bleeding and you are bloody and you can't take, your soul cannot take anymore? And when you give up, it's funny. You stay there for weeks, months, even years sometimes in that depression, in that weird downturn cycle, that mass that sucks you in. But when you keep going, it's strange. It's only like another day, another week, maybe a month, and your whole fucking universe changes. The universe falls in love with a stubborn heart, one that keeps fighting, one that keeps going, even when their feet are bloody and there's nothing under them but glass. They keep fighting, they keep climbing, and they keep going. And something in the universe shifts. I promise you, every single time. Every single time. The Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you be more adventurous? How are you being called to jump right on in and leap? It's interesting, the card's clarifying this. Some of you are trapped within the mirror of your own self. And look how she holds it between her knees, yet doesn't see her own reflection. It's time to look down, my darlings. It's time to look at what is blinding you. It is time to truly be courageous and look, right? For the Tower, for many of you, has come down. And look at this. I love this connotation of the Tower. Look how God comes down with lightning. Look how universe says, I am taking down that which does not serve you so that you can transform. Look at those butterflies. The most painful transformation on this earth takes place in butterflies. The most painful transformation on this earth and most significant and powerful one takes place in butterflies. The change is so extraordinary, and it happens unbelievably. You don't even know how it happens. This is happening within you. They are tearing down the blindfolds that no longer serve you. For you may not have put yourself here, but it's damn well your fault if you stay there, right? For it did not happen to you, right? But for you. Look how she builds a fence. Every single one of those wands was a battle. You haven't had it easy. I know this. I know this. You did not do any of this to yourself. However, your reactions to what has happened to you have let you sink deeper into it. Have you built a fence of protection? Are you still standing powerful, or have you gone within your own soul and given up? Stand up, darlings. 4, this did not happen to you, but for you. It is truly a perception change. Make up your mind on what you want. They're ready to give it to you. Make up your mind on what you want. Picture your life the way you want it. Are you making it harder than it has to be? Are you spreading all of your energy out everywhere? Or are you going with the flow of what's already yours? I love this version of the star. Look at how she lassos what she wants. If you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. Is your heart in your dreams? For if they put a dream here, no request is too extreme. They mean that. But you have to put in the work. It's not all God. It's not all you. Star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. And there's periods after each one of those. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Told you guys, it's going to tell a story. This is all going to happen for you if you're in my soul tribe, I feel. Activation. And look at the first card that came out with it. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a bowl of butter. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? Don't tell me not to live, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum. Boom, 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 boom. And if I'm fanned out. Yep, that's it. This is where we're all heading. Star bathing. They're also saying star family. Many of us have come here, and you know that feeling, the feeling like nobody gets you. Just nobody really gets you. We have been separated. And they did bring upon us this technology so that we could start coming together and developing our soul tribes again, no matter where you are in the world. We have followers. I mean, say where you're from right now. We have we have soul tribe members from New Zealand, Ireland, England, Australia. We have followers all over America, South America, North America. You guys, they're bringing us together. Don't look at social media necessarily as a bad thing. Look at it as something that can also bring us together. Filter your social media to feed you, not drain you, right? California, Kentucky, Los Angeles, New York. Come on, we got some people outside of the country too, right? I know we have to. Ooh, I love that though. Look at that, East Coast to West Coast. It reminds me of that, what is his name song? I'll think of it later. Lee something. Lee Greenwood, Lee something. South Florida, Kelly Hawks. Beautiful. What? Well, it's a big state. I walked it. Another California. Love it. Canada. Beautiful. Turkey. Muse. I love it. Oh, I love you guys so much. New Hampshire. Jules. Oh, I've always wanted to go there. I know that's a weird state to actually desire to go to, but I've always wanted to go there. Do you guys want to see something? Texas. I'm in Texas too. All right, you ready? I'm going to show you guys a trick. After this, star bathing, I promise. Okay, you ready? Maryland. I live there. Colorado. Love it. I want to go there. That's on my bucket list. Colorado, Sedona, Arizona, and I've been to Arizona. I lived there actually, but I've never been to Sedona because I wasn't spiritual then. And Oregon, all over the West Coast I want to go. I haven't been. I only partied there. Again, it's awful. Okay, ready? I'm going to name the United States in alphabetical order in under, I think I can do it under a minute. Hold on, ready? Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, and Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. I might have missed one. Oh, got Wisconsin right there at the end. But I learned that from that state song when I was like 5 years old. Lee Greenwood. That's what the song was I was trying to think of. I've never been to Sedona. Australia. I knew we had somebody. We have a couple people in Australia. Utah. You know, I've just heard so much scary stuff about that place. I'm sure it's a great place to live. And see, that's what I mean by like you just think of a place and see what you've read and heard and you're scared to go. And you know, a lot of people think I'm from Texas and that we only have horses here, or at least when I went into basic training, but that was like 20 years ago. Missouri, yes. Chicago, yes. God, I can't remember that song. I'll think of it. Okay, star bathing. Let's go. Light body crystal grid transmission and activation. And it's so funny that the first card that came out was activation. Literally downloads. That's crazy. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many star seeds have come to this earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally. To activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all of the information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pulled this card, you may be feeling called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the earth, even if you don't understand those words as yet. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies. I'm going to read this slowly for those of you who have not heard of it. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence, for you are a vibrational energy that is key to the unlocking. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. Download a star bathing meditation. This irritates me, but if you want to write it down, at www.starseedoracle.me. I'm going to repeat that for those of you who want to do this. I do not sponsor this. I do not support it. Okay. I support it. I like what's in these cards. But I have not looked at this myself. I have not gone to this website. I want to make that clear. But Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel, if you're looking for a sponsor, call me. Okay. www.starseedoracle.me. Okay? This, I'm going to show it to you too, just so you understand. For me, because I have a hard time with, if I hear things, I have a audio learning problem. Okay, this card commonly arises because you are here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It also can mean that your light body, the energy body, is in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow right now in order to integrate this change of vibration, for it can be heavy. When your vibration changes and you wake up, it can be very confusing. It can be very heavy. You don't understand why your family acts the way they do, or why your friends act the way they do, and it's you feel a dissonance for a moment. Do not react. I want you to just absorb and go within yourself. It is time to go within yourself at that time, okay? You don't always have to be posting on Facebook what you're eating, what you're doing, what you're feeling. Get off Facebook for a few days. They have a temporary disablement you can enact at any time. It's very easy to do. And it's not like it just freezes your Facebook account. You won't get any notifications and nobody can really see what's going on with you. It's healthy, okay? If you can't do that, you need to ask yourself why you can't do that, okay? Starseed activation. I open myself to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me as they do. May it heal the earth too. Okay? Okay. Didn't I say Star Family? I'm sorry. I was about to close this book and I saw Star Family. I have to read this because I said that earlier. You're part of a team of souls you can call in support at any time. At some stage, we were each a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. This was our plan. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family, and they may be anywhere in the world. I just said this. I love you, Soul Tribe. Your star family are those souls who are cut from similar cosmic cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together. Your souls were actually one. For many of us out there, we were one. But we have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and we couldn't fit in this dimension. So we had to break apart because that is what the universe is doing, eternally transforming. And so is your individual soul. Do you understand, my tribe? One day, this star cluster that is within you, your soul, is going to break apart into even more and more. You come from something very old, and you are beginning something unimaginable. I promise you. Woo! They're flying around. Okay. I've missed you guys. I'm going to get off. I don't want to drain myself. Tomorrow is Sunday. We will be doing Sunday church early. Okay? Because I want to get to some readings tomorrow. And I would like to do them by the seat of my pants because I have to catch up. I went through a depression and I had to reschedule some readings. So there are a few of you I need to get to who are in the Soul Tribe. Actually, a few of you are moderators that I would like to get to tomorrow and Monday, which is usually my day off. But I've had plenty of days off. I'm feeling much better. My reading prices have gone up to regular price because I just am super overwhelmed right now. For those of you that it's a first time reading, please understand that it's very difficult for me to walk into what I don't know necessarily. Let me put it this way. I meditate on you the night before and then for quite a bit before your actual reading, like about 20 minutes to an hour, depending on your energy. And for some of you, I walk into your energy and it's different than what I meditated on. Because some of you have never had a reading, and I understand that, but it takes so much time to break you down, break you down into let's do this growth, right? That sometimes it's really building and beautiful, and I get downloads from it, and sometimes it can be very draining, sometimes for days for me. And it also depends on the stars. It also depends on the astrological alignments. And this recent shift has been extremely heavy for me, ancestrally especially. And if you're in my soul tribe, I assume that you are also working through much of this Ten of Swords, looking at it, feeling it, understanding it happened to me, and it happened for me and not to me, right? We are starting the dawn of a new day. We are having downloads. Intense downloads that are not always easy, right? They're not always easy. But wow. Ever expanding, right? Your higher self is trying to contact you. Remember to say, every good hug. Every time you walk barefoot in the grass. Every time you love on your darling pet. Look at the face. Look at the face. Look at the face. Nandy, you want to say bye-bye? Come on. You want to go outside? Come here. When you go outside. She's done. Every time you love on your pet, your children, every time you eat good food, have a good sip of wine, have a good sip of beer, say, It is the primordial Om of the universe. They say that was the exact frequency that the universe was created at, the Big Bang. That was scientists, not me. I saw it on Gaia. Okay? Amen. Om. Right? What did they say, you guys? They say, don't waste your hate. Rather gather and create. Be of service. Be a sensible person. Use your words. No, don't be nervous. You can do this. You've got purpose. Find your medicine and use it. You ready? Say goodbye to the soul tribe. We love you so much, our soul tribe. Say bye, Mandy. I'm going to take her outside to play. Love you guys. I have missed you terribly as always. I'll be back early tomorrow. It'll probably start at about 9 a.m. Central.